He is the Tinfoil Chef, a man with a video love.
Hey YouTube, how's it going? I'll tell you what. And not a bad day today. I got a little bit hairy in the late afternoon, and all of a sudden, for no reason, no apparent reason I should say, I started feeling really, really cold. But that seems to have passed for now. In any event, it's been good weather the last couple of days, and while it's going to be getting cold in the overnights, it's not going to be too bad for the next couple of days, I'm thinking. And by the end of April, I think the weather is going to be stabilizing to the warm, and that will be good, as long as it doesn't get hot. But that's another matter entirely. Anyway, I have figured out or come up with some good news. The video card, the GTX 560 Ti that I reported had died on me a while back, is apparently not as dead as I thought. Well, you know how it is. You get tired of running with the crapware, and you get desperate to have the good one work again. And so one of the things you do is you try the remove and replace. And sometimes you try it more times than a reasonable person would do so. But it's working. I don't know why. It didn't work before. I mean, I did the shutdown, remove, replace, and restart, and the system couldn't even see it. And now it's in there and it's going. Exactly what the deal is with that, I do not know, but it's working. How long it's going to work, I do not know. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm still going to be finding some way to get a hold of a new video card. Something more modern than the GTX 560 Ti would be a good idea. Get me somewhere in this century in terms of development, video card tech or whatever. But in the meantime, it's there, which means I can use it. And so that's the good news part of things. The anticipation part comes to some news that I've heard recently. You see, while it is true that I have gone many months without even so much as starting Kerbal Space Program, I have been sort of keeping one eye on development. You know, watching their Twitter and reading the Dev Note Tuesday things that they put up every week about progress on the 1.1 version. And recently, 1.1 went into experimentals, and they've got a pre-release up. People who have the Steam version of 1.1 of Kerbal Space Program are able to get a hold of the 1.1 pre-release version and play with that now. The actual 1.1 release is expected sometime in the next couple of weeks. But, you know, that's how it is. I've been watching some streams today. Some Twitch streamers playing around with KSP 1.1, and I gotta say, I like what I've been seeing. There's a lot of little tweaks, a whole ton of bug fixes, and well, KSP 1.1 features a major step in its development because it's moving to the Unity 5 engine, and that involves a lot of code being rewritten, a lot of code being modified and fixed and updated, a lot of other code that's being rewritten from scratch, and so on. From what I have seen on live streams, it's performing monstrously better with high part count ships and stuff like that. Not as much lag, much smoother processing. This is partly due to the fact that one of the things that the move to Unity 5 makes possible is 64-bit Windows stuff and multi-threading. This is going to be good. And from what I have seen so far, it is very good. And yeah. And so today, for the very first time in months, I got so much into the bug of it that I actually started up KSP for the first time in all that time. And my old saves are still there, but it's been so long I have no idea what I was doing or what I need to do or anything like that. No, that doesn't mean I'm getting ready to start up or to resume KSP videos just yet. But here's what I have been thinking about. I've been giving very serious consideration to going through all the routine and all the numbers on figuring out my bills and getting things paid and seeing if it's at all possible that I could squeeze out 40 bucks to get a hold of the Steam version of the game, which would let me get into KSP 1.1 pre-release now. Because doing that could lead to some KSP streams. Maybe an LP, I don't know, but almost certainly some KSP streaming. And yeah, it's getting more and more tempting as the day goes on. And I don't know, I'm going to run the numbers and see what happens. Knowing the way things work for me, it probably won't happen, but there you go. Anyway, I just realized I've been yakking for over 6.5 minutes now, so it's probably time for me to shut up and say thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.
Here's the Tinfoil Chef.